Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to look at our brewing setup. Something we like to do is brewing our own beer. We have done so in our previous homes as well. But one thing that has always been a bit improvised is having the water for the sparge phase of the brewing be able to easily drip into the mash tun to filter through. We've always had to level them up with books and other things to make it just the right height. So we figured this was the good time to build a dedicated stand where we can have the brewing kettle and the sparge water heater at the right levels so that we don't need to adjust anything and we can just carry on. So let's measure what we need. Basically 2 levels. And then we can start building.
Yeah. Sparge heater.
And a brewing kettle.
So I think if we put them on top of each other, we might have a bit of an idea of where we get to.
Now there are 2 things to consider. This one needs to be off the ground, yes. And this one then needs to be above it.
And we used to have it on this stand, just because it was on hand. So we're going to use this as a base kind of measuring thing to see what we would need.
That tends to be quite a nice height to work with. Then once you are sparging, the tun will be on its highest setting on top, and then the sparge water needs to go in from the top here.
So let's see if this, roughly, it's meant to be. There you go.
It's a little bit on the high side.
There we go. Yes. Perfect.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
So there's a little bit of leeway in the bottom one. But the most important part is getting the height difference for this bottom to that bottom.
Yep, that's it. So that is
91.5, almost 92.
And we can do a bit lower, I think.
A little bit lower works.
So let's say 90.
90 works.
Yeah. And then this one, we are at
25. So
maybe to give ourselves a bit more space, we can do it up to 30, because I think still the pump line kind of still, it's always a bit here. That's the technical term. It's always a bit here.
yeah.
So then we have 30, and we have a difference of
90.
So that means that we need
120.
120. Well done, René.
Yeah. Quick maths.
So let's get this cleaned up, stashed away again. Hopefully not for too long, because we really need to get brewing again. And get some wood.
Let's do this.
So this is a leftover piece of wood. Well, leftover. We bought it new for something completely different that we then abandoned. And yeah, dividing it up in 2 will give us the 2 platforms that we need. And then we went to our favourite store, Brico Marché, not sponsored. to get some, yes, wood. So those were 240 long. In order to get them in the car, we have already, in the parking lot, divided them up in two, so they are the perfect height, so it's meant to be. And then for the rest of it, because this is for the tall plateau for the sparge heater, but we still also had some leftover wood from these frames that we built for our house move that held together glass plates for our cabinets and things like that. But since we're not going to move anywhere anymore, at least not for the next 15-20 years, we hope, we can take them apart and use that wood for the smaller plateau.
So let's take these apart.
Let's get to work. I think now the question is, these are all
exactly
the same, but they are 32. Can we get away with that?
We had quite a bit of leeway, so probably.
Well, no. The cat is desperate for attention.
Maybe?
Because I think we've lost, well, just a few millimetres. I think 2 centimetres. Was it 32? Or was it 31 and a half? No, it's 32 exactly. Yeah. Because it's a bit of a faff if they're all like this already. So
we have a chop saw.
True. In the end, it just needs to hang over it, and we've got the hose. It's going in anyway.
As long as it's not too low.
I'm not going to go back upstairs. Because we
had a lot of leeway.
We had the boxes were at 92.
So we're already taking
And
off
then we thought 2.
because you'll end up with the difference between these. It's 87.
That's
Pushing it.
That's pushing it. Let's get the miter saw.
Yep.
Let's get the miter saw.
This is already not. There we go.
So, yeah. Do we want to put some?
What's the bad side? If it has a bad side.
This is the bad side, so that's
the
one go. Do we want to put some glue in as well? Because we bought glue.
Probably.
Let's have a look at. Yeah. There we go. That'll do it. It's not going anywhere.
Yep.
So these are the screws that we just pulled out, and they are going to nicely fit in here. They're not too big, so I don't know if we need to pre-drill. Maybe a bit.
This would not
Yeah,
fit
it's a
quite
bit,
easily.
yeah.
let's fit them together.
Glue.
There we go.
And to come and inspect. Ta-da! That's one. We don't need any braces on this one. I think this is low enough.
Yeah, and it'll attach to the side of the other one.
Will it? No.
We kept keeping them separate?
Separate. My suggestion would be to keep them separate so that once we've got the sparging done, we can already get that out of the way, and it's easier to move around.
True.
And store away.
Okay.
It's just easier.
Let's do this again.
No! Now it's ruined! Ruined!
There we go.
We can still do it.
If you put it down, it should be fairly solid.
Yep.
Yeah, that feels sturdy enough.
Let's brew some beer. Well, no. We'll stain it first.
Yeah. And then we have no more excuses not to brew beer.
It's not like we don't have any beer left. How many crates have we still got?
Not enough. Surely
3 at least. But yeah, we need more diversity in our brews. We only have 3 different brews at the moment. And summer is coming and we need more summery beers. So let's get this finished tomorrow. And then let's get ordering some ingredients. But first, I think we've deserved a beer, don't you?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we have.
We always deserve a beer.
Perfect.
Would you say it looks like it's been made for it?
Ah.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, ideal.
No more fiddling, no more book stacking. It's a bit wobbly, but when you've got 18 litres of water in there,
that'll stabilise it.
It'll stabilise it.
Okay. Time for some staining.
Yeah, next job. Let's go and do that. Going to stain it with some top oil that we have left from our van build. We used it to stain the table and the kitchen worktop in the van. and it's a bit old, but it will probably still be okay, especially for the purpose of this. It's just to protect at a base layer the wood, because it will be getting wet and a bit damp every now and then, but not to the extent that it will be soaking wet and in need of something more aggressive. So here we go. There aren't many things more satisfying than putting the exact amount of paint, or in this case oil, into your bucket and then finishing it all off. And it's just an amazing feeling. It's the little things in life, isn't it? So we're done. No, we're not done. I've just seen that on the little table. I missed the inside of one leg. Let's see if I can still squeeze that out of here. Shit. One tiny mistake in my thinking is that now obviously I have to turn around this stand to be able to paint the top. Yeah.
We have our final product. Product is overstating it a little bit. It's a little bit rustic, but in this case it's fine because it's just a simple tool to be used to make our lives a little bit easier when brewing. It didn't need to be anything fancy. It only comes out whenever we're actually brewing. We can see that our measurements were fine. They were spot on, where we have our sparge water exit right above the mash tun in its highest position. Normally it's inside, but when doing the sparge, you have it in the highest setting. So yes, we're very happy with the end result, really. Now the thing is,
let's get brewing.
Figuring out what the next brew is.
Yes. Well, one of the brews that we will be doing is a kiwi sour. We've had a lot of kiwis from our opposite neighbour, and we've got 1.5 kilos of peeled kiwi in the freezer. And thanks to Guy from Make the Grow, who was kind enough to share his recipe, we are going to order some stuff and give that one a try to get ready for spring and summer, because that sounds like the perfect after work drink for when the temperatures finally get to where they should be for our comfort. And then we're also going to brew a few of our regular beers. So we have a Weizen, again, really good for spring. We have our Belgian blonde that I think is on the list, and a French saison as well. The saison is a bit of everything. You can drink it at any time, but
I mean, they're all good at any
they're
time.
all good at any time. So any beer is good at any time. But I think the sour, the fresh kiwi sour, will be one particularly good for the upcoming warmer season.
And it will be nice to try a new recipe as well.
Yes.
Try and expand our range a bit. So yeah, now we're out of excuses to not brew.
So tonight we are really going to order some stuff, and then who knows, maybe our next video is a very calm recording of us going through a brew day, because everyone wants to see that, obviously. So yeah.
That's it, really.
That's it. This was our first, I think, kind of build project that we've done on this channel. There will be a lot more of that to come. Not all as easy and straightforward as this one. So yeah, keep following us. And thank you for watching. And we see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Well, this can work if we...
Yeah.
we still need some... Cat! This is the least best thing you can do. No! Don't! No!
I'll be fine.
No, because it keeps... But it needs glue as well, so we need to lift it up again. And cat...
I first have it. You get the glue.
Cat.
And you've hidden the screws again?
Yes, yeah.